What's going on, guys? So I basically go over the upcoming week here. If you like what you see, smash the like button. In the description of this video, we have the free Discord. Also, click on my other channel. That's where we stream live every single day. Um, yeah, and if you're looking to get any prop firm accounts, use coupon code COVETRADER. It will automatically give you the best deals out there. But I'm just going to jump into this. A lot of people have asked on the live stream to give weekly outlooks and things like that. Obviously, we had the tariff news over the weekend. So if anybody starts posting, oh, this stock looks good, where it is, and then they post on Monday, oh, wow, I told you we're up. Yeah, well, there was news over the weekend. We're probably going to gap up. I think Wall Street, weekend Wall Street said we're up like over 3%. So anybody posting bullish charts over the weekend already knows that read the news. So don't be fooled, people. But yeah, so they're projecting a pretty good pop at the open. I would probably say I've been saying this since we've been moving up. You're probably going to see somewhere into this fair value gap, maybe even test the 200. I don't know if we're going to go. Obviously, a great sign would be if we go over this high. This high is 20,053. That would kind of signal a trend change unless we just sweep it and then just dump off. I don't know if we're out of the woods with this whole tariff thing. I personally don't think we are. Even when we were down here, I was kind of saying that we would trend back up to like 19,800. So I think we're going to end up right in this area and then we're going to come back down. The big thing is, are we going to hold the bottom? I kind of would love to see us retest the bottom. We're kind of far from that, to be honest with you, at this point. You're going to have to take, what is that, like a 15% dip? Probably going to be a 20% dip once we open up on Monday. I don't know if we're going to do that, even though I'd love to. Me personally, I don't think we're out of the woods with the tariffs. I just don't see us retesting the lows unless nothing happens for this 90 days. And then he puts the tariffs back on with everybody and China still hasn't folded. Then I could see us going back to the lows. Other than that, I definitely don't see us going to all-time highs unless the whole China thing is done. I think it's going to be a big chop zone. I think it's going to be swings. I think we're going to get big chop. I think we're going to probably trend somewhere between up here, was at 20,400, and then maybe 15,500. I don't really see us coming out of this range until the whole China thing is settled. But that's kind of good. If we're range bound, if you trade futures, obviously you could play the range. If you're trading stocks or options, you can write a lot of calls when you're up top. You can write a lot of puts down low. There's definitely things you could do to make money in the chop. But I would just see what happens. Obviously, one piece of news where Trump meets with China and things are good, yes, we're probably going to go up. My target would then be in this area. But we called, when we were down here, I actually called that we're going to come up here. It was a big fair value gap and we sold right out of it. And, I loaded the boat down here also. I actually loaded the boat. So this was overnight. We were down here. I was actually at my kitchen island. And my wife's like, what are you doing? It was like 10:30 at night. But Robinhood has 24-hour trading. And I was literally buying everything I could down here. Because that was 3 straight days of massive down. And it just kind of seemed like the bounce was coming. But yeah, people want to see an overview video. That's my overview. I think we're going to gap up. I think we're going to run until this, at least over in this area. It's going to be a big ask to go above this high. It's going to be a big ask to go over the 200. The big thing is, obviously, news will change everything. Let's go to the hourly real quick. You got to remember, we're planning a massive gap up here. Um, yeah, it's probably, I would obviously, this would be my first target. I don't know where we're going to open up. I wouldn't be surprised if we gapped up on Monday, chopped around, and then Tuesday came back a little bit. Um, this is why you have the higher levels up here. Look, we gapped and we traded right back into this 1 hour fair value gap, held and traded out of it. I'm starting to really love the higher time frames. So that's pretty much what I'm looking at. If you have any questions, comments, comment on the video. But obviously, I think we're going to be up. I think it's going to be another chop week, and it's just all focused around news right now. Like, if you realize CPI was whatever, PPI was whatever, the whole market is surrounded around tariff news. So just make sure you're following Trump on Twitter, the White House on Twitter, and some of the other big newscasters, because they'll be first to tweet it out. And that's what you're looking for, because obviously you can see news came out, we blasted up, and obviously we called I called this dip after that big run up. It was just too much, too fast, and that's what happened. So, all right, I'll see you guys on the live stream.